Joining me here in studio right now, Kevin Richards, CEO of Ventura Web Design. Of course, every Thursday, 7:30, we look at our tech news, and there's a lot of tech news going on. Good to have you here. Thank you.
Hey, good morning, Alan. Good to be back.
Good to have you here. All right, let's get right into it. We've gone through Black Friday, gone through Cyber Monday. They've all come and gone, and media was reporting on that whole thing. Talk to me about how things went in terms of people buying online versus offline.
Well, certainly those are huge days for retailers across the United States. And, you know, as forecasted, the online shopping is going up. And they're actually finding that the people who are shopping online are not just doing it on Black Friday and Cyber Monday anymore. They're starting even earlier. They're now measuring the entire month of November as part of the holiday shopping season. So it's growing. The details from Black Friday is that desktop users, that's people who are on a PC or a Mac who, you know, have a full screen, not a mobile device, not a tablet. Those people, their spending was up on Black Friday alone 26% over the previous year. That's huge.
Wow.
I mean, the growth there is phenomenal. The other thing they're finding is that the big guys, what they're calling the brick and click retailers, people like Best Buy who are online, but they're also, you know, they have a lot of physical retail stores. Those guys are seeing a huge increase as well because they're getting smart. They're leveraging their locations. They're leveraging their ability to advertise to local consumers and get them through the doors rather than ordering online.
Wow. And by the way, Best Buy did something very weird. They opened their brick and mortar up and then for a little while and then they closed it up till the next morning. It was weird.
Interesting.
Because my daughters were out there and they were.
Well, I was going to ask you about that. Did they end up going out that night?
Yeah, they did. Oh, of course. Are you kidding me? Did you breathe today? Absolutely. They do this every year. I don't get it personally, but so more and more people are buying online right now, which means there'll be fewer and fewer as time goes on. Fewer and fewer people out there who are actually clogging the streets and the shopping centers on Black Friday.
Right. I don't know about you, but I didn't see all the standard reports of people waiting in line for weeks and weeks. I didn't see the tents out in front of Best Buy. I didn't see any of that this year. It's because it's going online. And, you know, that's where you need to be. If you sell product, needs to be your focus.
Tell me what retailers should be doing right now to take advantage of this season.
Oh, there's tons. If you're a small retailer, there's still a lot of opportunity for you. You're in a great position. Certainly, if you're a small retailer, don't sell the same thing that everybody else sells. Find a unique product. Find a unique mix. Know your niche, know who your customer is, and focus on those guys. Certainly, you need to be focusing at this point today, fulfilling orders. If you're an online retailer, your capacity should be getting close to being full. You should be focusing on making sure those orders get out the door. Customers right now are paying attention to getting those emails back from you, knowing that you've shipped the product, knowing that you've got it in stock, knowing, you know, that they can track it from your door to theirs. Another thing they ought to focus on is, you know, their search engine optimization. Certainly that needs to be done months in advance. Right now, if you're looking to generate more sales, it's not about SEO. It's going to be about advertising. And the problem with advertising is that Google and Bing right now can charge you anywhere from 2 to 10 times the normal rates because of the peak season. So you've really got to, as an internet retailer, a small guy, you've got to have a strategy in place. One thing you could definitely take a look at is, and this is good for your listeners as well, is freeshippingday.com. And so this is something that's been done every year for the last, I think, about 5-6 years. And this year it's on December 18th. And the merchants that are participating, there's currently about 735 of them that are listed, and they're offering free shipping for whatever you order, usually no minimums on December 18th. So if you're a small retailer, that's a pretty good place for you to advertise.
Does that include like Amazon?
Amazon, no, they have their own deals.
That's why I asked.
They don't need to participate with the normal common folk.
All right, we got a lot more going on. I've got Kevin Richards here taking a look at tech news for the week. A lot going on and a lot more to talk about, including Amazon and other issues as well. Joining me in studio right now, Kevin Richards, CEO of Ventura Web Design. By way of disclosure, he produced my website, which is a great website, and also my page on Facebook as well.
Yep, don't forget Facebook. You got to promote that.
I'm promoting. You did a great job with that. Tech News with Kevin Richards. Thank you for being here this morning. Let's talk about the I mentioned Facebook. Let's talk a little bit about that because Facebook, I know they're trying to become like, in some ways, an Amazon. But, I am on Facebook and I buy on Amazon, and I don't see how Facebook can even begin to compete with Amazon. They don't offer, I can go to Amazon, buy anything legally in the world that I want. And with Amazon, Facebook, it's not that easy.
Well, I don't know that the end game really is for Facebook to compete with Amazon. The end game for Facebook is to have the most users checking in with them daily. And right now, they've pretty much got a good lock on that. If you think about Facebook's strategy, they want to be a personalized newspaper just for you. So they'll give you news from your daughters. They'll give you news from me. They'll give you news from, whatever you're interested in. And it's not technically just news. It's things that interest you. So Facebook has done a pretty good job of, putting together some interesting content.
Sometimes it's too much.
That's true.
I go to my own page. That's one thing. I go to the homepage, where everybody can post everything,
Right.
And there are like hundreds of things. And after like a while, I start getting blurry-eyed, and I'm going, oh, my God, I can't believe it. A lot of interesting stories. I like a lot of these things. I like this. I like that. I share that, But after a while, it's like, how much can I go through and watch in this thing?
Well, right. That is the complaint from a certain segment of the population. What you're reacting to is called the infinite scroll, and you can
the infinite scroll.
You can constantly scroll down the page of Facebook, and you might notice that it'll put the same news stories back in front of you sometimes, trying to see how you react to them.
Yes,
Facebook has an algorithm. It's paying attention to what you do. Pays attention to, do you slow down when you're passing a particular news story? Do you let the video auto play? Do you click on the video? It pays attention to all that, and your actions actually affect how others interact with the content that you are paying attention to as well. Facebook learns from how you use the content and determines whether or not that content is good and interesting and whether or not it should be shown to others.
All right. Again, that infinite scroll, as you talked about, I guess that's what we'll call infinite scroll. That is sometimes kind of creepy.
It is, and it gives you the feeling that you never completely accomplish the task of going through all your news. That's why it's so weird, because you're constantly able to go down the page, and see new information constantly. And that's kind of one of the complaints that small businesses are having right now. They're having trouble getting into the news feed, and Facebook announced that they're going to tone that down. They're going to mute businesses' ability to advertise in that news feed unless they actually pay to be there. It used to be, for the entire history of Facebook, as a business, you could get out there and put your message out.
There will be people who post on my own personal page business stuff,
Right.
And you know what I do? I delete it.
Exactly, as you should.
No, because what you're using my page to promote your thing. I don't know who you are. If I know them or something like one thing, but if I don't know these people, and most I don't, I delete it. What do you want to use my page to promote your stuff? Pay me. What are you, crazy?
Well, and that's the thing. Like, if you're a business and you have 1,000 followers, it used to be that you could get at least 500 of them to see the message that you're putting out there. Now Facebook has really toned it down. They've squelched your message a bit, and you're down to maybe 25 that'll see it, unless a lot of people are interacting with it. So as a small business, if you want to be seen and noticed, your option is either to be incredibly entertaining and interesting and get a lot of interaction and what we call engagement from your user base, or you've got to start paying for those posts. Now, the paying for it can be as low as $20. It can be as much as you want, depending on the audience that you're trying to reach.
All right. I'm going to talk about Amazon and go back to that, because they were using something for Prime customers, meaning they wanted to ship in a second day air for free. How is that working out right now?
I think Amazon is definitely the leader of being able to ship things globally. They're smart. They're now on their 8th generation of warehouse design. They are constantly bringing new technology out. They originally said they were going to hire an additional 88,000 seasonal workers. They've now gone over 100,000 seasonal workers for this season alone. They know how important it is to deliver on those orders and make sure that those customers receive their products quickly. And that's what Amazon Prime is all about as well. And their technology now, they're also, even though they're hiring tons of people, they're also bringing in technology and robots. They brought I saw a report that said they implemented about 15,000 robots at their warehouses this season also, and the difference there is they're able to unload a trailer which used to take them several hours. Those robots were able to get that trailer unloaded in under 30 minutes. So they're definitely using technology. Amazon, you need to think about it this
Hear that?
way.
People are asking for a $15 minimum wage. Hear that one? I'm telling you, that's what I talked about this morning.
Absolutely.
People understand. I mean, our mechanization is taking over everything.
That's absolutely true. And, technology is going to, it's going to make things faster. It's going to make it less expensive. And, the jobs are going to be the people who maintain those robots.
One day you'll turn the radio on and go, "Hello, I am Alan Stock. Good morning."
I hope not. That wouldn't be good.
I hope not either. Not everything should go that way. All right, let me talk real quick about this as well. Amazon, I know, has started a program where they, by the way, let me say, when I buy from Amazon, I always check that little box that says free 5 to 7 business days, because I go, why would I pay for it again in 2 or 3 days? I mean, so what? 5 to 7 days, I know it's going to get for free, and that's what
You've obviously learned that patience is a virtue. Others, specifically in the millennial generation, have not.
Well, if you're getting closer to Christmas or a birthday or an anniversary and you want something now, I get wanting to pay extra for it. But otherwise, you're right. Do it in a timely manner, and then you have to worry about it quickly. Amazon, I know, wants to connect homeowners with plumbers and electricians and things like that. How do they do that? How does it work?
Yeah, I mean, Amazon is one of those companies that's collecting a lot of data about you, and they know the things you've purchased. So if they can tell that you're working on a home improvement project, they are now going to be recommending to you through what we call post-purchase messaging. They're going to recommend maybe a plumber or an electrician who can help you with that project.
Now, that plumber or electrician is paying them.
Oh, clearly, yeah, absolutely. They're paying typically anywhere from 20% to 15%, depending on the transaction.
How do they know how good they are?
That's a great question. They do have some application process that these people go through. They don't just recommend anyone. But you're right. They're going to have to utilize their same technology they've used in the past to rate their products and rate their sellers, to also rate their service providers. So as a consumer, if you hire somebody to come into your house, it's important for you to go and, fill out that rating so that everyone can know whether or not the guy who came to your house was a good person to have in your house. So other people can make the decision on whether or not they're going to hire him.
Exactly. Great point. Kevin Richards is full of it, and that's why I have him in every week. He's full of all the great news about tech, all the tech news. You understand what's going on with all this stuff, and I you're my internet guru, and that's absolutely very, very cool. If you want to find out more about Ventura Web Design and get in touch with Kevin Richards, go to alanstock.com. On the right-hand side of the page, you'll notice it says a Ventura logo, Ventura Web Design logo. Click onto that, and you'll be able to get in touch with Kevin. And plus, he's got some other businesses that are connected with Ventura Web Design that you can be part of. Got some great candles out there, which we'd like to burn as well. And so, you've got a lot of great things going on. But you understand what's happening with the world of tech.
Absolutely.
And that's great. All right, we'll do it again next week after people have been buying more from Amazon and everything else. We'll see what the latest is going on.
That's right. We'll be here.
All right. Kevin Richards again, Ventura Web Design. Go to alanstock.com. On the right-hand side of the page, click onto that logo, and you'll be able to get in touch with Kevin and get in touch with all the other things they do at Ventura Web Design. They did design my webpage, and I think they did a great job with it. So, and we're even refining it more. We're going to be doing some things coming up very soon with it. So that's always neat. It's a work in progress, as they say.
Absolutely. Pay attention to alanstock.com.
Kevin Richards, thank you for being here. I appreciate it.